So today we have a limit x approaches 0 and we have tan x over sine 2x. So in order to find the solution for this equation, we know that tan x equals sine x over cosine x. So we have to substitute that for tan x. So sine x over cos x over sine 2x. And then we have limit x approaches 0. So what we need to do right now, we know that this has a denominator of 1, so we have to times far by far and close to close. So we'll end up having sine x over cosine x sine 2x. And then we can have brackets here so we don't get that mixed up. And then we have equal limit x approaches 0. So in order to solve this question, we need to times this by x and then divide it by x at the same time so we have it balanced, because we can't just divide it by x. So the graph of sine x is something like this. And then when you zoom in this part, you'll have the equation y equals x if you zoom in. And then we have 0 here, and then we have pi over 2, and then it continues. And then here we have negative pi over 2. So if you zoom in, we have y equals x, which means that the limit of any x approaches x will equal to its y value. So for sine x, so we come here times sine x divided by x and then times it by x at the same time, so they can cancel out and the equation will be the same. And then for this part, we have to times sine 2x by 2x and then divide it by 2x at the same time as well. So we'll have cosine x and then we have brackets sine 2x divided by 2x times by 2x. So we'll end up having limit x approaches 0. So we know that these x's cancel out. So we're left with x times 1, because we know sine x equals 1 approaches 0 when x approaches 0. So we'll have x times 1 over cosine x times 1 times 2x. Then limit x approaches 0. We'll have these two x's cancel out and the 2x. So we'll end up having, so we can now substitute x approaches 0 for these ones. So 1 over cosine x, which is cosine 0 when we substitute 0. Cosine 0 will equal 1, so we'll have 1 here, times 1 times 2, so the answer is 1 over 2. Even when you draw the graph for this function, when you look at it, when you go to the table and put, this will be the graph, when you put 0, .001, which is near 0, you will get 0.5, which is 1 over 2.